Before we start, I want you to hit the red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Entrepreneur Central. With an estimated net worth of roughly $140 billion, Amazon founder and CEO Jeff Bezos is the richest person in the world by a significant margin. Thanks to his e-commerce juggernaut, the entrepreneur is ranking in so much cash that the average person would have a hard time comprehending his true wealth. As a bite-sized example, it has been calculated that in 2018 alone, in a very rough and approximate terms, Bezos earned around $149,353,000 per minute. But along with that amount of money, he also has hidden dark truths. Number 1, he's a massive control freak. When people discuss Jeff Bezos, a recurring theme seems to be his insistence on holding all the strings he can reach. In an interview with CBS News, Professor Neil Tichy from the University of Michigan described Bezos as a control freak and Amazon as a one-man show. Business Insider tells the story of former Amazon engineer Steve Yegi, who goes even further by saying the billionaire makes ordinary control freaks look like stone hippies. Bezos seems to be fairly unapologetic about this and has been known to tell his employees that they should pay him to work at Amazon. Yegi does admit that Bezos' tendency to micromanage is overshadowed by the fact that he's extremely smart and often far ahead of his time. However, that doesn't make things any easier for his employees. In 2002, the CEO suddenly demanded that all his engineers team must rebuild their system from the ground up to build Amazon into a platform where every system was compatible and that outside developers could easily access. He also promised to fire every single person who couldn't pull off this massive undertaking. Number 2, he keeps brutally insulting his employees. To say Jeff Bezos is not the world's most softly spoken boss, it's like that saying the lemon is not the sweetest fruit. In his book, The Everything Store, author Brand Store describes Bezos' tendency to go ballistic when an employee does not meet his standards. The billionaire has an array of hyperbolic and harsh insults he tends to spew at an unfortunate target of his ear with such anger that a blood vessel bulged on his head. Amazon veterans have actually collected a greatest list of Bezos' outbursts, which range from "Why are you wasting my life?" and "I'm sorry did I take any stupid pills today?" to labeling his target incompetent or part of the B team. Some of these attacks are more or less understandable, such as when someone tries to blatantly bluff their way through a situation or attempt to take credit for someone else's work. However, an Amazon employee could get chewed out for any number of reasons, including internal politics, frailty in the heart of the battle, or simply not having all the right answers straight away.
It doesn't matter to me whether we're a pure internet play. What matters to me is do we provide the best customer service.
Number 3, he's not interested in charity. For a man who the Atlantic estimate would have to spend $28 million a day just to avoid getting richer, Jeff Bezos appears to have a strange relationship with charity. BGR describes how he took to Twitter in 2017 to ask people what he should do to be a philanthropist. Then, in 2018 interview with Matthew Staffner, he stated that the only way he can see to use his wealth is to spend it on his space company, Blue Origin. Out of the 4 richest Americans, AOL says Bezos is the most elusive about charity. Despite being the number 1, he's also the only one of the 4 who hasn't signed the Giving Pledge, the commitment many of the world's wealthiest person make to use their majority of the resources for good causes. Number 4, he's a self-admitted tax dodger. Few people like paying taxes, but even fewer can compare to Bezos in how frankly he speaks about his hard work to dodge them. According to Fortune, Bezos famously decided to found Amazon in Washington state instead of the hot tech hubs of California and was perfectly happy to admit that he did it to dodge California's sales taxes. At one, Bezos even considered planting Amazon on a Native American reservation in California, where it would have been exempt from state sales tax. This was just the beginning of Amazon's natural aversion to tax paying. For the next 20 years, the company carefully avoided sales tax in the majority of other states too. This gives a price advantage over traditional book retailers, and it helps to establish a strong foothold in e-commerce.
So this space is a little different, and brand name may mean more, and there's some increasing returns kinds of things may mean more.
Number 5, Bezos reportedly established secret tech teams working against one another to keep everyone on their toes. Former Amazon senior developer David Lofness told the New York Times that he had been working to improve the site's capabilities for years before he discovered the CEO had greenlighted a secret company competing effort to build an alternate technology. He said that he ended up quitting over the company's work environment. Number 6, he's especially difficult to impress during presentation. Bezos is apparently a tough critic during employee presentations. Back in 2011, programmer and ex-employee Steve Yegi published an account for his team at Amazon. In particular, he spoke of going into present to the CEO, an experience he likened to being a gladiator movie. Presenting to Jeff is the gauntlet that tends to send people back to the cave to lick their wounds and stay out of the sunlight for a while. He says, Yegi said Bezos ended up liking his presentation, which surprised his co-workers. One VP told me privately, presentations with Jeff never goes that well, he wrote, but don't try to wow him with PowerPoint. Business Insider reported a leaked email email from the Amazon CEO accuses the program of encouraging people to gloss over ideas, flatten out any sense of relative importance, and ignore the interconnectedness of the ideas. It's apparently banned from Amazon's campus according to Yegi. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you never miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on the screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.